December, Ali was sent to HMP Hummer near South Cave after crashing his car and fleeing the scene, leaving his wife, girlfriend and 3 children in the wreckage. The 41-year-old, who was in relationships with both women, was found guilty of dangerous driving in January 2015 after a trial. He was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months behind bars, reports How Live. An inquest this week heard the guilty verdict caused Ali a great deal of anguish. He refused to see any relatives, but later that year, his family were forced to say their goodbyes when his life support machine was switched off after a suspected brain hemorrhage or stroke. During an inquest into his death at Hull Coroner's Court, Ali's sister paid tribute to her brother, describing him as a woman's man with lots of friends as well as family-oriented and sociable. Miss Ali said he enjoyed life to the fullest with a love for animals, boxing, wrestling, and watching documentaries. He was very good at and did lots of work fixing things around the house. Umber was always willing to help those less fortunate than himself. He made regular donations to an orphanage in Pakistan. He was on a spiritual journey in prison and wanted to sort his life out. He wanted to make his family feel proud of him. Ali had a turbulent time in custody and in jail. While on remand, he was scalded in the face with boiling hot water and sugar, and after being sentenced, was attacked by 4 inmates. The group of 4 hit Ali on the head with a snooker ball buried in a sock. He did not report the incident, but told his family, including his distraught mother who believes it could have contributed to his death just months later. However, Miss Ali believes her brother was affected hardest when officials at HMP Hummer refused him day release to go to his sister's funeral. His older sibling died of breast cancer aged 47 during his stint behind bars and was an important role model in his life. Umber took this badly, but he kept his heart close to his chest, Miss Ali said. She was seen as our motherly figure to him. The dad of 10, who previously lived in Bradford, had a number of health problems and addictions. He had asthma and was also addicted to heroin and crack cocaine. On the morning of December 11, 2015, Ali collapsed during prayer in the chapel at HMP Hummer. He fell unconscious and began to shake and convulse on the floor, with the on-site GP concluding he was suffering a brain hemorrhage or stroke. He also started vomiting and was quickly taken to Hull Royal Infirmary, but his family say they were not made aware of what was happening until it was too late. Miss Ali said a prisoner phoned Umber's brother who was on holiday and said Umber was critically ill and thought to have had a heart attack. We rang the prison and they said he had had an asthma attack. We thought someone would call back, but we heard nothing. Then around 3:45 p.m. the imam phoned and spoke to the family and said they should come to the prison immediately. During the journey we got a phone call from the prison liaison officer who said Umber was in hospital, so went straight to Hull Royal Infirmary. When we got there about 7 a.m. we were shocked to find he was no longer incubated and that nursing care had ceased because we had not been informed earlier of the situation. We had not been consulted or consented about his life support machines being switched off, which was very upsetting for us. Ali continued to cough up blood in his family's presence and staff told them to say their goodbyes. He died in the early hours of the following morning on December 12. An inquest into Ali's death is taking place at Hull Coroner's Court this week. It is expected to last until Friday with representatives from HMP Hummer, City Healthcare Partnership and Mr. Ali's family all present. The inquest continues with a conclusion expected on Friday.